Tuesday morning, and I'm going to answer one more question. Someone asked how I cook without oil. Excuse me, Cleo. Cooking without oil is easy. You just don't use oil. You used water or vegetable broth. You can make your own vegetable broth with a bunch of scraps of all the scrap pieces of your vegetables. Throw them all in a freezer bag. When it's full, boil them up, strain them. There's your vegetable broth. But I don't use oil. I don't even use oil when I cook for Sully and Brenda. I don't need it. I don't need it anymore. So anyways, that's that. And then, well, in the oven, I use the slip mat, the slip mat sheet. It's like parchment paper, but it's like I don't know, it's like a rubbery mat. I don't know how else to explain it. So I use that in the oven. And then I use my air fryer. I use that every day, probably twice a day, if not more. So I don't need any oil. And I use my Instant Pot. I use that every day. That's always got something in it, either potatoes or beans or rice or a soup, anything. So I have 3 of those Instant Pots, and I use there's at least 2 on my counter all the time, always. So anyways, another couple of days I'll let you know how I've been feeling. So far so good. Nothing's really changed in my diet, really. It's just that I'm eating just potatoes. I'm not adding in any greens this week. Normally I eat 3/4 of my diet is greens and then starch. This time I'm doing all starch. Just to straighten out my taste buds. That few days of just eating plain potatoes will change my taste buds, so I will not want to binge and have cravings for salt and sugar. It works. It really does work. So give it a try. Don't be afraid of the potato.